I'm feeling super generous. I'm gonna put my credit card number up on the screen and buy yourself something nice.
What?
Obviously, you figured out something was up here, right? I didn't give you a real credit card number at all.
Why?
And if you would have typed it in, you would have found out pretty quickly that this was not a valid credit card number. How did the computer know that so quickly? Have you ever wondered that? There's actually a really simple algorithm built into the software that verifies whether the numbers you put in represent a valid credit card number or not. You start with the last digit of the credit card number, and then you alternate keeping that digit and then doubling the next one, and then keeping that and doubling the next one. So we're gonna start with the rightmost digit, the last digit, we're gonna keep it, and then we're gonna double the one next to it. And then we're gonna keep the next one, and we're gonna double the one next to it, and so on down the line until we've gone through all the digits of the credit card number. Then we total up all of those numbers, and if the sum is divisible by 10, it is a valid credit card number. I'm gonna show you how it works. So what I've done is I've made a table keeping track of all the digits starting at the last digit first. We're gonna keep that first digit. Then we're gonna double the next digit, keep the following one, double the next one, and so on down the line. There is one little catch. If you double a digit and it ends up 10 or greater, we don't keep that 2-digit number. What we do is we sum the 2 digits of that number. So for example, if we ended up with 12, we don't use 12, we use 1 plus 2 is 3. That's the number that we're gonna use in our calculation. Now our first number is a 1, we're gonna keep it, so the result is 1. The second number is a 1, we're going to double it, so the result is 2. The third number is a 2, which we keep. The fourth one's a 1, which we'll double, and then we'll keep the next 2. We'll double the next 1. We'll keep the next 2, and now here's where it gets interesting. We're going to double 7, but when we double 7, we get 14. We don't use 14, but instead we use 1 plus 4 is 5. So we're going to use a 5 here, sticking with the algorithm. Then we'll keep the 8 and we'll double the 9. When you double the 9, that's 18. We don't use 2-digit numbers. We'll add the 1 and the 8 to use a 9 in our calculation. And then we'll keep the 3 and we'll double the 7. Double the 7, you get 14, so we're going to use 5 again. Then we're going to keep the 2 and double the 9 when we get a 2-digit number, so we have to sum those digits to get a 9. Then we're going to keep the next 9, and lastly, we're going to double the 7 to get a 5. Now I total up all of those numbers, we get 68. The computer can do this in a moment and it realizes, well, wait a minute, 68, that's not divisible by 10. Therefore, this was not a valid credit card number at all. And it's just that simple. The algorithm does not know if you are who you claim to be. It does not know if you stole a credit card, but it does know very quickly if the credit card number is a proper credit card number or not, because every single credit card number out there will work according to this algorithm, and you will get a number that's divisible by 10. Now, you can go ahead and try it with your own credit card, post the results to the comments, and let us know if it worked. And if you have a friend who you think might enjoy this fun fact, send it to them by tagging them in the comments. That's this week's Fun Fact Friday. We'll see you next week.